Oh, hey guys, how you doing? I have a special treat for you today. We have gone back to my it's my second city that I ever filmed when I was doing my vlogs. We are back in Pärnu, Estonia, a beachside community that's very famous for a variety of reasons. If I remember right, one of them is that the independent Estonian nation declared independence here in this area. Actually, if I remember right, in this spot. No, the nice Christmas tree that's up. So we're going to explore as much as Pärnu as we can. There's a lot to the city. Granted, we only can walk so much. I will show you the water, I promise. There's some really cool beach area. And there's a lot of funky looking architecture styles that I think makes the city super endearing and worth checking out. So join me, and I think we'll have some fun. We're just going to dive right into the different styles. So see this, we'll just call it this style. But then over here, look right across the street and look at the beauty, the colors. It's very fun. And what you're going to find about this city, and especially more at nighttime, depending on how much we're able to see, is their old town area is just, it's got a unique style onto itself. In the background, I don't know if you can see it up there, that is the Orthodox Church. I don't know what we'll be able to get into, so no promises from me. And if you like shopping culture, right to the right down there are malls right on the water with this beautiful river walk, we'll say. You see this pink building? And you see the casa signs? I don't know, for some reason those always grab my attention, as did then the red brick. But then again, we get different colors going down the street. It really is, it's a hodgepodge. Now, when I was here more than 2 years ago, I vowed that I would come back. So this has been on my list. I didn't know how it would happen, but it has. And look, I've already gotten farther than I did last time with getting close to this Orthodox Church right here. Look how beautiful this is. Now, I have a feeling it's locked, but it won't take away us from getting a cool view. Now, the giveaway for for us Westerners who might be seeing this, that makes this an Orthodox church is, you'll note underneath the cross is another line that cuts through it. All the colors they've used. I did try to get in, it's quite locked. What is interesting, and I didn't realize it because I just assumed this was Russian Orthodox, and it's not. This is the Estonian Orthodox Church. And it's been an independent group for the last 90 years. So that's just something I didn't know. Well, maybe my third time to the city, I will be able to finally get into this place. I'm only staying for less than 24 hours, so it's not going to happen today. But I did get closer than before, so that's a score. Another thing that really grabs my attention in this city are its vast parks, but also these distinctive trees. I don't know what kind of tree they are. I just know that during this time of year when the leaves have fallen, they still have this, it's like they're watching over you, and I think they're lovely. And it doesn't matter where you go, if you're on a sidewalk, if you're in the parks, they're just here. It's very, very cool. And again, note the different styles. Now, last time I was here, I stayed at, I don't see the name of it, but here, I'll show you the building. So here's the building right here. This is like a famous building. It's, and in this case, this is the Hotel Victoria. And inside, it is beautiful. Now, if memory serves right to our left is going to be a friend of ours. Here he is, right here, Mr. Elephant. There's some story about the elephants. I wish I remembered them, but he's like the unofficial mascot of the city, or the official mascot, I guess you could say. And we should be going this way so you can see the historic part. But we'll zigzag. I want to show you something. So here's your different art motifs. Now, when I was here before, I was here for 3 full days. So I'll be the first to tell you, one day is probably not enough, especially if you want to really take in the city and then just kind of relax and go with the flow. You can't, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Now this right here, this is a school, and I think it's the coolest looking thing. Look at this right here. I would love to teach here. Although my Estonian's pretty much non-existent, so I don't think that's going to happen. Now, this was here last time too, these cute little creatures. I'm glad that they haven't gone away for good. They do need a little touch up, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a bike shop. See, isn't this kind of cool? Yeah. I thought you might think that. And so again, look at this. So we have the school, but then across the street, look at the, as I call it, the wooden style, or the soput style that I'm familiar with. Everyone's still bundled up wearing their hats and their gloves. And I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. I feel like it's summer. Well, it's not, but it's not that cold either. Not for me. This is a good restaurant right here to the right. Very, very cute inside, if you're interested. It's funny, it's like I'm debating what I'm going to do for food tonight, because I've just come from the capital, and in the capital I purposely didn't eat out at all. I didn't eat out at all because I was saving so I could come here. All right, let's see if this church is open. Another one designed by Carrick. All these churches are just designed by the same guy. Oh, this is delightful. Beautiful. I'm not sure if I was supposed to get in there, but as you saw, we got in. There was a guy who was adding some like oil to like a giant radiator on the side. That church was lovely. Wow. Oh, I'm delighted, man. I've tried so hard to get into these churches, and it's like about time. About time. Thank you, Parnu. Look at that cutie. And the little birds right there. Here's the main drag. Now, we actually want to go to the left down here. Which takes us actually to where I'm staying for the night. That place is actually pretty decent. The Nikolai Letla. Forget, I've been to a lot of these places. Totally throws me off. I'm like, but then I remember I literally ate out every day, and me as a traveler was different than I am now. Where before I would eat out literally at every meal. Now I'm like, I'll eat out one meal and I'll go to a grocery store and buy stuff to eat so I can save some money. Got all the handcrafted goods in there. So at nighttime, this is like there's sometimes some sort of a musical act out here doing their thing. I think last time there was a saxophone player and whatnot. Oh, this is great. And the energy's nice. It's a nice vibe. If you're into your wings, you can get your wings right here. See? Oh, we missed it, but I have wings. So what I like about this stretch, though, is you're only a few blocks over from, like, we'll say, the non-local shopping. Didn't expect this. It's a Nepalese place. Yeah. Now, this is, someone did this on the outside of a wine and bar shop. This is pretty. Note why I stopped. Now, I will say the one thing that makes me sad is that I thought next time I would be back here, there'd be snow on the ground. Because I've seen photographs of it, and I was like, ooh, that would be great. Go visit then. This is by far the best wax and beauty advertisement I've ever seen. Granted, I haven't really seen that many, but I think that one's pretty good. Now, more importantly though, it's my landmark. We're getting close to another one of these beautiful squares they have here. So the Sweet Rosie Irish pub is right over there. That was my first meal here. Very important to point out those meals. I seem to have a thing for Irish food. That's what I've been told. So in the background you have a church. Maybe you can see it. We'll go over there momentarily. This beautiful building right over here to the right. Now, as I weave in and out of these side streets, pretending I'm a local when I'm not, I want to show you this building right here. Now, I could be wrong. It's very, very possible. But some of those buildings, at least, they remind me of when this was part of the Russian Empire prior to 1918. And that style of buildings. All right. What do you think? Do you think the church is going to be open for us? What do you think? Well, I tried and failed. So St. Catherine's is closed. But it's the same designer, the same for the architect, Kirk, who did the other church that we did get into. You know, I want you to know something. That all you need is love and a bottle of wine. We heard it here first, folks. Heard it here first. So with St. Catherine's there in the background, or at least I'm going to call it St. Catherine's. Here is the theater. Look at this. More importantly, look at the little design right there. Look at the little bear. I think it's Latvian. I could be wrong, but I think it's Latvian. And then look at this. They have a giant Christmas tree. Because here, we're not afraid to celebrate the holidays. Even if most of the country isn't religious anymore. So there's a big, if you go down that way, you can hit the river. I'll try to give you a little bit of a side view of it. Again, I'm picking my thoughts. My spots. Last time I was here, because I was here over so many days, it's like I could do multiple vlogs. So this is the library. Note all the natural light they have coming in, which is very, very pretty. Very smart. And then if you cut over, which we will do, well, the river is right here, but you can't see it because of the construction, and I don't feel like walking to the other side of the street. Instead, I'm going this way, where I'll give you a different vantage point. And there's a lighthouse up here, which is kind of funny. It's a lighthouse, but it's up on a hill. And you could park in front of it. I should have just come up from the library like a champ, but I thought being a local and all, I would know better. But look at this right here. Doesn't this look like a lighthouse? It does to me. Look at this cute little cottage type house. And again, you go down towards the gardens over there to the Pärnu welcome sign. Here's the canal. And as we follow the canal, you go right out that way, and that eventually will take you to the Baltic Sea. I don't know if you can see in the background, there's a bridge. If you walk over to that bridge or drive or whatever, there's a cemetery on that side over there, and it's delightful. So if you're into cemeteries, it's worth a look. It's too far for our journey today, but it's definitely worth it. And just like this is worth it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Have I told you how much I love this city? It's like I've come back to this old friend. And the old friend's like, "Hi, Jonathan. We missed you. We're glad you came back." There's something about the energy here that seems, for me, more settling than the capital up in Tallinn. And I don't know why that is. It could just be it's smaller. There's no subway. There's no subway, but the point is, I don't know. I mean, granted, of course, there's no skyscrapers, but it just has a different vibe. I don't know if you can see the letters down there. I'm not cool enough to go pose in front of the letters, but unlike that family right there. But look at this. I think one of the things that I really appreciate about this community, and especially the longer that you're here, again, look at the trees, is what I like about it is I like the open space. I like the parks. I like the idea that if you're with a family or with a significant other or whatnot, it's a perfect walking community. At least in this section of town. There's other areas, but there's also more walking area than just this. But what a delight. What a delight. Here is the Olive Cinema. Maybe? I don't know if I said that right. The fog is rolling back in. Well, this is going to be a buzzkill for the next part. Look at this right here. This is cute. Hello there, Mr. Bird. Hi. Oh, he's coming to say hi. Look at him. Hello. Don't worry, I'm just going to film this. Just that house, the color. More importantly, the seagull. He's looking for something. This is the entrance into the gardens. That was put back here in the 17th century. And it takes you into the grounds. Or as I say, it leads you to the water. And that's where we're heading now. To the water. If you're curious, look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that pretty? Now, during warmer weather, they do have cruises right here. Hop on a boat, get a ride. Maybe not here, but you get the idea. The first time that I came here, my sister, she asked me, she's like, can you show me what the houses look like there? So, lo and behold, I ended up on this street. And it's funny because right now, this feels like a very modern neighborhood, very well-to-do neighborhood. So I remember her being very shocked. And meanwhile, I just happened to be on it because I wanted to go to the water. Now, I don't know how much you can see through their chain link fence, but here's like a beautiful villa. Look at the different architecture styles. I know that, I want to say before, I'm pretty sure you can stay there. And I know they serve food. Yeah, that's about all I know. I mean, they might not serve food all the time, just at different times of the year. But what I remember seeing it before, and here, you get a better view from this vantage point. It's actually right next to the park. Because I found the park the first time I was here as I was willing myself to the water as quickly as I could. And without even realizing it, like, this is the more, as I said, bigger houses there. You go down towards the spas over this way, the beaches. But then if you go in the opposite direction towards the left, there's more like apartment homes, apartment buildings, other activities, high rises, very nature friendly spots as well. Really, there's no bad spots in Pärnu. Just different energy, different vibes. Again, look at these trees. Oh, these trees. They speak to me. They really do. Oh, I can see it. I can see the beach. Now, I know how much some of you love looking at maps. So here's the map. I don't know if you can make out the red dot. We're over yonder. I'll show you some of it, but it's cool. You can go in different directions, of course, and there's just different things that are of interest. And these guys are new. Oh my God, look at them. Look at them. Look at this little guy. He is adorable. He is quite adorable. My God. You know, I've been here a few times. I've been here once before. I didn't realize I'd run into my friend. He's still here. Ah, my God. How exciting. Here, let me introduce you to my friend. He's kind of stone cold, but he really rocks. Like, I mean, he really does. Hey, Neptune. Good to see you. His woman's looking at him still. She's right over there. Oh, well, that's so cool. All right. I'll catch up with you later, buddy. Yes, the origin of the dad jokes that have come with all these videos started with him. Didn't start it in Riga, let me tell you that much. I didn't have a lot of jokes in Riga, but here, my God, I got a bunch of solid views on him. It's true. It's quite true. All right, so we are at the beach. It is a foggy blur. And I have to admit, I'm thinking of spending another day here now. Yep. Originally, I was supposed to stay here for 2 nights and then go to the capital and then come back down to fly out. And instead, I stayed 3 nights in the capital. No, 4. 4 nights. Leaving one lonely day for this great city. Now, and one of life's greater mysteries for me, since this is totally new for me, is the Ženský plage. Right here. Oops, come on. There you go. Is the Ženský plage, or the ladies' beach. It is a, for people that don't know, it is a section of beach where historically the ladies have been allowed to sunbathe in the nude, all natural. And so they have these big signs up. I think I'll be okay this time of year, But I mean, clearly they don't want you coming out with your camera and being that guy. Oh wow. Ah, it's so pretty. And I'm not talking about the girl in the corner over here. Although there's a sign again. Although it's weird, it's like it does not say anything about cameras on that sign. So here's your water. And that's the extent of sunlight they get today, right there. During the summer months, to the left, there's like an elephant they have in the water. And again, as I said, if you go down that way, there's plenty of stuff to see and do. But and then on this day, you can't see it very clearly, but if you follow this water line down, there's a I want to call it a rock path. That's not really the right term for it. It's a jetty. There's a jetty that you can walk out to the end, and it goes for quite a bit actually. Probably somewhere over yonder where I have the camera pointed. So many people will walk out to the jetty as part of their time here at the beach. But yeah, so we're on the ladies' beach. Getting flashbacks to the first time I filmed here. What fun. What fun. Back away from the beach. They got a new sign. For people that are curious, they got a new sign. But more importantly, over here, you can hear music. And I remember one fateful night. This is my second night here. I had an adult beverage and some pizza and was full and decided to go for a walk. And I ended up down here. And it was really cool. And I'll show you why. After we check out this building right here, which I think is I don't even know what this building is. I just know it's a building. I think it's a club. But right here is a famous Estonian composer. So this guy, Valgre, he is a legendary composer and accordionist who's performed throughout all of Estonia. And look at this. You can tell he's appreciated. Someone put a flower here. Hey buddy, good to see you again. What I like though is the music that they just have playing here. So kind of going back to those romantic type of interlude, if you come here with a partner and you know about this, you could come here and steal a dance. They might be impressed. All right. Now I'm really getting hungry. And while I do need a mud bath, I think I know where to go eat. One look at this famous spa with healing waters and mud and other stuff. I don't remember. I'm playing tourist, not tour guide, but I don't remember. And then if you go to the left, this way, there's more beach, and then there's more park and more of everything actually. I feel like I'm only showing you like, I don't even, a fraction of a fraction. But thankfully there's a bunch of signs up here to make it very easy for you to figure out like which way to go. Oh, the sun's trying to break. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was going to go to Mac's since it's a Slice of America barbecue. But I have yet to be inside Mac's. It's been closed both times I've been here. Note to self, maybe I should come during the warmer months. Not the end of October and now the end of December. Yeah, that might be a good idea. cute architecture style again. Again, reminds me of other places I've traveled before. There's a burger place right here. Huh. Well, I'm kind of shocked right now. Place I wanted to eat isn't open. And they've torn up my street. I mean, they made it more narrow. I don't think you can drive on this anymore. Not yet, anyway. You a little glimpse of like how people live, their homes. So you again have all these houses of character, and then littered throughout that, you get kind of your, different styles. One thing I'm bummed about that they don't have, or maybe it's put away for wintertime, is they had these giant black and white photographs, and they had them at different parts of the town, especially down next to the accordion player. And what it was is you would get this picture of, example, what kids looked like at the beach back in the 1920s, or in front of a cafe up here, like what it was again during that time frame before World War II. So I'm kind of bummed. Giving you the true walking vlog experience. Look at this right here. Look at this building. I think it is a food place. I don't think it's open right now, but they have a nice big tree up front. Cafe with coffee. Yeah, the tree's blocking it. And I remember this cafe from before. I found a fixer-upper. I wonder if I got hit by a hurricane or something. It's funny. I mean, it's like this destroyed building right next to one that's been completely redone. Uh-oh. Someone barking at us. Well, without intending to, I am back in the middle of parks and almost back to the downtown area where those restaurants are. So we're at my favorite Irish place here in Pärnu. These are a little bit of heaven. It's a pelmeni. It's like a fried pelmeni in a dill sauce. And then the American in me, I need wings. I also like it in dill sauce, although they have other sauces. Well, it wasn't intentional to go to Sweet Rosie, although I will say it's fitting because it was the place I most frequented my first time here. And I do love those fried pelmeni with that dill dipping sauce. I might have already had that up at the Dubliner in the capital. It's just so good. All right, time to get our room. Oh my God! Look at all these elephants. I want to know who made these elephants. They are adorable. Look at them. I don't know. They kind of contrast this giant rock right here, but not complaining. Just saying, there's quite a contrast. This gets me out of the rain for a few seconds, and then we just have to cross the bridge. I will say I respectfully disagree that I can't swim right here. Just saying. Just saying. You might recognize this from earlier. And right across the street, right across the waterway, I forgot the name of that company is Japs. Which in the United States we couldn't have as a name, even if it was an okay one, because it would sound offensive. Yeah. Oh, this is kind of cool right here. And if any of my students are watching this, look at this. This is a flood meter right here. And they showed the rise of the water level. You can see it where it's at 2.95 meters in 2005, 1967, 1923. Nothing recent, I guess. Got some guys fishing. It's a nice, quiet spot. Nothing too crazy. Just what it is. Got a couple of houses right here that need a little love. I'd fix this up. Well, I'd hire someone. See, I had to preface that because my family, they know better. It took me 20 hours to get the wallpaper off of a very small bathroom because, well, let's just say there were multiple layers. Yeah, that sounds better, right? What I like here, at least this time of year, maybe it's not the same in the summer, but I like how it's slow enough that, like, if I want to walk in the street, I can walk in the street. If I want to walk on the sidewalk, I can walk on the sidewalk. Now, I don't know if you can see it over there on that side of the river, but there are your, more of your traditional apartment buildings. Oh, and I seem to have found where I'm staying the night. All right, guys. Well, I know this is shocking, but this is where I bid you adieu. So I hope you enjoyed the tour around town. Maybe enjoy that little bit of food I showed you. And yeah. So thanks again for coming, for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Peace, guys. Now, where do I go in? It's the yacht club.